We sell our lands to you, which shows how hospitable we are. Tinubu is a nice man, Jandor to Igbos in Lagos, okay? In a report by the Nigerian Tribune on Wednesday, October 15, 2025, Jandor emphasized that Lagos has historically been a hospitable state, especially to non-indigens, and that the contributions of the Igbo people to the state development are well recognized. He said the recent event should not be used to distort the long-standing relationship between the Igbo community and Lagosians. The former governorship candidate noted that Lagos was the first state in Nigeria to include non-indigens in its cabinet, a gesture that reflects the inclusive spirit of the state. He urged for calm and mutual understanding, stressing that political disagreement should not be allowed to undermine the unity in the state. We sell our lands to you, which shows how hospitable we are. Lagos is the first state that accommodated non-indigens in the state cabinet. We are all living witnesses to it. You might have issues with the then governor, now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it doesn't change the fact that he's a nice man. Jandor said. He called on all parties to avoid inflaming ethnic tensions and instead focus on dialogue and peaceful coexistence, reminding residents that Lagos thrives on its diversity and shared prosperity. Maker says, please, is Igbos not part of Nigeria? Please, is there any community in Igbo land that said you can't buy in and build in their land because you're not from there? Or is this what I've been thinking about for so many years now? Is obvious. I decree heaven open and rain down fire in the mighty name of Jesus. What's this one say? Abundance says, selling land to someone doesn't really mean that you are hospitable. It's just a win-win cooperation. Hospitality is when you give your land freely to others to stay, or you sell it to them at a giveaway price. Otherwise, you just did a business transaction, which terms should be honored under Nigerian law. If you need and in my area, come and we'll give you one. And that's if you can afford it. Abayemi says, the same way you sell and give away in the East, Abi. Or can you tell the member of public any millionaire or billionaire from other Southeast has ever produced in the history of this country? And I will tell you the countable number of Easterner millionaires and billionaires that make their money from other regions of the country. At Oscar says, don't go that way because Anade says that he who is selling is a king. And on the other hand, he that is buying is a king as well. God will judge everything we do on earth, if not today, later, but the counsel of God says that even if hands join together with hands, that sinners can go unpunished. Edwin says, you saw the land with the right hand and collected it with all the investment on it with the left hand. This is wickedness. Ugbo says, you sell your lands and later destroy the properties after it has been developed by the new owners. Shut up if you don't have anything to say. Olajide says, the privileges and opportunities Igbos have in the West, no other ethnicity has the same rights in the southeastern part of this country. Can any Yorubas go to Navy on Anambra State and say this land belongs to his father or himself and banished? They send him more packing. Very ungrateful set of people. Silver KK says, can you be able to buy lands in the southeast? Because I know that there's land as Igbos were able to buy in the southwest. There's no preference to who has the money and have the mind to invest it in another man's land. You don't have the mind to invest in another man's land. Even when the money is there, you don't think the way we think, okay? We were born developers. Congratulations. At Ozara Ebuka says, stomach infrastructure policies of Ohaneze. Who is this marvelous corner that is begging? I don't understand. And Nipton says, Mr. Jandor, you know those who are the real Lagosians that you should praise for their good hospitalities, okay? At KSPS says, is a Lagos indigene for the Igbo expansion is asking. At least he says something will soon happen in Nigeria, maybe war. God forbid we go through a war in this country. As if I says, being in war front to let your family be on your back, senseless human being, that's who you are. Okay? Adebisi says, it's a pity that you are being hostile to your host after providing a safe landing for you. Majority of you Igbos came to Lagos in search of greener pastures, and now people are talking blah blah. If you feel your place is more habitable than Lagos, then why don't you pack your own war and go away from Lagos, including that Peter? If you are not serious, they should pack their load and go back. Pursue them now. Fela Adejoye says Lagos developed the Igbos. They came with nothing. Nylon bags in a night journey from their villages to Lagos. Their first apartments were under the bridges. They explored Lagos resources to develop. That's a lie. I'm not Igbo, but that is a very big lie. Those people work hard for their money. So stop that. If they come to Lagos, okay, so every one of them came to Lagos with a nylon bag. That's a lie. Igbos, they help themselves to become better. I see all this one boy. I'm sure that's probably somebody that was rich in those times was the one that started this one boy thing, and they were coming to Lagos one after the other. Fine, they were coming with nylon bags. It's okay if you say they were coming to Lagos with nylon bags and they slept under the bridge. Or you say they explored Lagos resources. They did not exploit any Lagos resources. They were hardworking. They are hardworking. Igbos are very hardworking and they are very, very business oriented. So don't say that. You don't say that. Kochuku says your narrative is wrong. Life in Aba and no several families who skill lives and they send money from here to enable them pay house rent for years until they can afford to pay on their own. That is self-investment over time. You don't know how the Igbos operate. Every improvement you see from Igbos in Lagos was an investment had over time. I'm telling you. And that lady says, yes, they came with nothing, just like you said. Now they are living large and in good wealth. What is holding you lazy guys from coming to East and do the same thing you just mentioned? You can only do that to the Igbos. Try it to the Hausa community and see your end, lazy tribe. Makeli says, are you even the owner of Lagos? Okay, Ada Esther says, stupid man, you sold your land to Igbos because you are broke and you needed money. You didn't do us any favors. You sold your land to us and we paid. Exactly, these people paid. So what's the problem? It's not as if you dashed them or you did give away. There's some things that you don't be biased in your judgment. Don't say, oh, and they came to Lagos with nothing. They came to Lagos with nylon. But they were hardworking and they became successful at it. Ajibade says the right way of approach is for everyone to get wisdom and go to ministry to establish the truth about the property you're investing your hard-earned resources so you don't fall victims of demolition and be crying wolf as if you are hated. John Christie says, Jandor, are you really Russian? I don't know. Makatama says, decentralize the seaport and wealthy Igbos gradually will vanish from Lagos. Felizike says, how many of you are really Lagosians? If the free slaves that returned from Syria alone are also claiming Lagosians, Yorubas from other Yoruba states are also claiming Lagosians now. Wow, really wow, because not all of us is Lagosians. Not all of us are Lagosians, Abi. But that's what you said, you didn't sell because you're hospitable, you sold because you need the money. Come to Igbo land. In my village, your people are giving lands to farm, just like the indigents. Tis well, Lord, this war, Now listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.